One compliment? Nice. One rejection? Fantastic. I'll remember that for the rest of my life. We need proof that we are who we are. And we go through life and we gather evidence. On the outside, usually looks like confidence. You know these people. They walk into a room and everyone lights up. Everyone wants to listen to them. They know what they're talking about. They could sell you a bag of sand in the desert if they wanted to. How? Maybe confidence isn't really confidence. It's just a bunch of evidence. People don't even think of becoming someone through evidence. But we do it all the time. You get a degree, you get a piece of paper, and you're a professional. It doesn't matter that you don't have the skills to back it up. You have something better. Proof. But what about other evidence that are not a piece of paper? We don't usually think about collecting other proof, but we do. And that proof allows us to do more. And I don't mean the overwhelming, you can do it, go for it. No. I mean the overwhelming in your gut feeling of I am capable, and whatever gets thrown in my face, I will deal with that. But to get there, you need proof. Not from everybody else, but from yourself. You can be very well sitting in your parents' basement and still have the overwhelming feeling of I can do this. And that comes from proof. You proving to yourself time and time again that whatever happens, you can solve the problem. Whatever happens, you'll figure it out. Whatever happens, you'll make it work. But there's a difference between making it work just to maintain what you have and making it work so that you can build the feeling that you're capable. The version of you that is capable doesn't just magically appear. It's built. Sometimes very early on, sometimes a bit further down the road, but it's built on evidence. It can start with a teacher saying, "You surprised me." And from an ordinary kid, you start chasing that feeling because it felt good. So you study more, you work on your skills, you get better grades, you get more of that feeling. It works. And in the meantime, you gather evidence that you're good. Because that A you got, it says that you're good. The teacher saying you surprised me, you're good again. You built being good. It can be a mentor saying, "I see the potential. I see that you're capable." And suddenly, if they see it, if my role model sees it, then maybe I am capable. Maybe I can start asking questions. Okay, then how do I get there? How do I become the person that they see in me? And from the question, you go to action. You start building the new person, and guess, you again gather more evidence. And now you can be thinking, oh, okay, but I didn't have that. You see what's going on around you. You can just be looking at your environment, and at some point you go, there is no way in hell I am ending up like them. And that's where it starts. Because now you do everything in your power and beyond to not end up like them. Okay, but we could have had all of that and still not be capable of moving the mountains. Why? Obviously, life is never just one good sentence that pushes you to move forward. Along the way, you failed more times than you can count. You didn't get that promotion. You didn't get accepted. You didn't get what you wanted, even though you worked so hard for it. That's also evidence. You wanted to change the job. You went to an interview, you'd be perfect in it, you'd shine in it. You were perfect at the interview, and you still got rejected. That's also evidence, depending how you frame it. You were the one not fit for a position, or they were wrong for not accepting you. We end up with contradicting messages from the world. It would probably be better if we either accepted all of them or rejected all of them. But no, we assign weights. If it's from a person you admire, you don't even question it. If it's negative, it weighs 10 times more than 100 positive ones. One compliment? Nice. One rejection? Fantastic. I'll remember that for the rest of my life. We take all that feedback and make it true about ourselves. If as a kid you heard, "You're bad at math," and you don't even question it, then of course you're bad at math because you haven't even tried. You just accepted it. Of course it's not easy to question, to disagree, to evaluate the opinion, if it's true, where it comes from. But it goes even further. Even when we know that something is not true about us, how long can we protect ourselves from internalizing it? How often do we have to hear it until it becomes ours? Because when you don't have enough proof about who you are and who you're not, imagine what happens. Suddenly, you're a piece of clay ready to be formed by someone else.